Will we witness an all-American final? United States Coco Gauff battles Amanda Anisimova, and Jess Pegula faces Emma Navarro in Beijing. The Beijing National Tennis Center is buzzing with anticipation. Under the crisp October sky, the hard courts glisten like mirrors reflecting a new era of American dominance in women's tennis. It's semifinal day at the China Open, and the lineup reads like a patriotic dream for U.S. tennis fans. Coco Gauff versus Amanda Anisimova on one side, and Jessica Pegula versus Emma Navarro on the other. For women, for stories, one goal, the Beijing crown. And if destiny plays its cards right, the 2025 China Open could end with historic sight, an all-American final in the heart of Asia. The American Renaissance, a new golden generation. A decade ago, the idea of four American women ruling the late stages of a WTA 1000 event seemed like wishful nostalgia from the post-Serena era. But now it's happening, and it's not an accident. From the power of Coco Gauff, the artistry of Amanda Anisimova, the precision of Jessica Pegula, to the poise of Emma Navarro, U.S. tennis has evolved into a complete spectrum of talent. Each represents a different chapter in the American tennis story. Gauff, the superstar prodigy, Pegula, the late-blooming tactician, Anisimova, the comeback queen, and Navarro, the cerebral newcomer defying all odds. Together, they're not just chasing titles. They're redefining what American tennis looks like in the 2020s. Coco Gauff, the fire of a champion from pressure to power. At just 21, Coco Gauff walks onto the Beijing court, carrying not just a racket, but the weight of expectation. The reigning U.S. Open champion has matured into a complete force. Fierce, tactical, and emotionally grounded, her forehand, once a weakness, has evolved into a weapon. Her defense is world-class. Her court presence, unmistakable. This week, Gauff has stormed to the draw with barely a scratch, dismantling players with her trademark blend of athleticism and control. Her quarterfinal win over Aryna Sabalenka showcased her evolution, calm under pressure, poise in chaos. As she faces Amanda Anisimova, the storyline writes itself. The next chapter in evolution, a star who once played like a teenager chasing validation, and now competes like a veteran chasing legacy. Beijing brings out something special in me, Gauff said in her post-match interview. It's a different energy, calm but fierce. I'm enjoying the fight. Amanda Anisimova, the art of redemption, the return of the prodigy. It's been a long, winding road for Amanda Anisimova, the prodigy who once reached a French Open semifinal at 17, only to battle burnout, injury, and personal struggles that sidelined her career for months. But 2025 has been a renaissance. Anisimova's new mantra, patience, not pressure, has guided her back into the WTA spotlight. Her game remains a painter's brushstroke, fluid, effortless, technically pure. Few can strike a 1-2 combination, serve plus forehand, with her timing and elegance. In Beijing, she's taken down big names, including Ons Jabeur and Caroline Garcia, with a calm authority that reminds fans of her once limitless potential. Against Coco Gauff, she faces not just an opponent, but a mirror, another young woman shaped by expectation, media, and growth under the global spotlight. Coco and I have grown up together, in a way, Anisimova reflected. We're both different now, wiser, tougher. It'll be a battle of who's learned more. Jessica Pegula, the architect, the quiet strategist. If Gauff and Anisimova bring fire and flair, Jessica Pegula brings foundation. At 31, she's a veteran of the American contingent, a player who built her success brick by brick. Pegula's tennis is not about chaos or emotion. It's about clarity. Her baseline precision and mental discipline make her one of the toughest players to beat on tour. Her 2025 season has been consistent as ever. A semifinal at Indian Wells, a deep run in Miami, and now Beijing, her favorite WTA 1000 of the fall swing. Her calm composure is her superpower. When others panic, Pegula breathes. When others force, she flows. In her semifinal against Emma Navarro, Pegula knows she's facing the future, a rising compatriot who plays with maturity beyond her years. Emma reminded me of myself. Pegula smiled in her pre-match press. Smart, measured, no drama, just good tennis. It'll be tactical for sure. Emma Navarro, the cerebral breakthrough from college star to global threat. A few years ago, Emma Navarro was winning NCAA titles. Now, she's winning over the WTA world. Her journey from college courts to Beijing semifinals is the stuff of tennis fairy tales. Unlike the explosive rise of Gauff or the early fame of Anisimova, Navarro's ascent has been quiet, thoughtful, deliberate. Her tennis mirrors her personality, intelligent, structured, and deeply analytical. She reads patterns, anticipates movement, and dismantles opponents with clean precision rather than power. In Beijing, Navarro stunned world number 5 Elena Rybakina in the quarters, a victory built not on sheer pace, but on her ability to make Rybakina uncomfortable with angles, tempo, and patience. Now, facing her idol Jessica Pegula, she enters her biggest match yet. Jess is someone I've looked up to for a long time, Navarro said. She's taught all of us that success doesn't have an age limit. Tactical analysis, fire versus control, power versus poise semifinal 1, Gauff versus Anisimova. This isn't just a tennis match. It's a clash of philosophies. Gauff's advantage, athleticism, defense, and intensity. She thrives in high-speed exchanges, turning defense into instant offense. Her backhand is arguably the best on tour. Anisimova's edge, timing, shot-making, and variety. She doesn't need brute power. Her ball-striking precision and effortless pace generate winners from nowhere. Tactical keys. Gauff must keep rallies long, forcing Anisimova to over it. Anisimova must attack Gauff's forehand early, breaking rhythm. Whoever wins the battle of serve returns will control the tempo. Prediction. Fire Coco Gauff def. Amanda Anisimova 6-4, 3-6, 6-2. A fierce, emotional battle, but Gauff's physical endurance and clutch mentality should carry her through. Semifinal 2, Pegula versus Navarro. This one's a purest dream, all brain, no chaos. Pegula's strength, experience, and precision. She's surgical from the baseline, rarely giving free points. Her serve placement and transition game make her lethal indoors. Navarro's weapon, rhythm disruption and tactical creativity. She mixes spin, pace, and direction, pulling opponents into uncomfortable patterns. Tactical keys. Pegula must stay patient and avoid overplaying short balls. Navarro must move Pegula side to side early to open up the court. Whoever maintains first serve efficiency will dictate momentum. Prediction. Directed Jessica Pegula def. Emma Navarro 7, 6-5, 6-4. Tight, technical, and full of chess-like rallies. But Pegula's steadiness should prove too much in key. The dream scenario. Gauff versus Pegula, America's finest hour. Should the predictions hold true, Sunday's final will be a blockbuster. Coco Gauff versus Jessica Pegula. The young superstar against a mentor. The student versus the teacher. It would mark the first All-American final in Beijing Open history and the first WTA 1000 final between two U.S. women since Miami 2022, also between Gauff and Pegula. The symbolism would be powerful. A torch being passed from one generation to the next, not in rivalry but in respect. Pegula, the blueprint of professionalism, versus Gauff, the embodiment of promise fulfilled. We practiced together so many times, Gauff once said. Jess has been like a big sister on tour. But when we play, it's war. Pegula echoed, Coco's the future, but I'm not done yet. The broader impact. The world watches the stars and stripes. An All-American final in Beijing will be more than a headline. It would be a statement. It would confirm the depth of U.S. women's tennis post-arena, showing the world that America has not just one star, but a constellation. It would also reignite the global conversation about women's sports visibility. A Beijing final broadcast of millions across Asia, featuring two U.S. players, symbolizes how tennis bridges nations and generations. Sponsors, federations, and young girls watching from Manila to Mumbai would see something bigger than sport. Inspiration in motion. Statistical snapshot. The numbers behind the narrative. Player. Aces per match. Break save percent. Hard court wins 2025. Average rally length shots. Coco Gauff. 6.2. 72%. 35. 5.8. Amanda Anisimova. 5.5. 65%. 28, 4.9. Jessica Pegula, 4.1. 78%. 31, 6.1. Emma Navarro, 3.7. 70%. 30, 6.5. These stats reveal the diversity of their strengths. Gauff's serve dominance, Pegula's reliability, Navarro's grinding consistency, and Anisimova's shot efficiency. The emotional undercurrent. This semifinal weekend isn't just about technique. It's about evolution. For Gauff, it's about proving that the hype has matured into sustained greatness. For Anisimova, it's about rediscovering joy after struggle. For Pegula, it's about legacy, showing that stability can still win in a chaotic sport. For Navarro, it's about belonging, proving that intellect and intuition can defeat power. Each woman steps on the court not just to win, but to define what her version of success looks like. What the legends say. Tennis icons have weighed in on the potential All-American final. Billie Jean King. What a time for U.S. tennis. These girls play with courage and intelligence. The world better be ready. Chris Evert. Coco's power, Jess's precision. It's the perfect contrast. If they meet in the final, it'll be a masterclass. Serena Williams on social media. Let's go, ladies. United States loves seeing this next wave dominating the world stage. The global context, East meets West. Hosting for American semifinalists in Beijing is poetic. It represents the global reach of tennis, a sport that transcends geography. Chinese fans, far from being neutral, have embraced the American quartet. Gauff's charisma, Pegula's professionalism, Navarro's intelligence, and Anisimova's elegance resonate deeply with a crowd that appreciates artistry and grit. Beijing has become a crossroad of cultures, a stage where global talent shines under the same spotlight. Predictions and final verdict. If All-American final happens, trophy Coco Gauff def. Jessica Pegula 6-3, 4-6, 6-4. Why? Because Beijing favors athleticism and energy. Gauff's defensive counterpunching and improved serve give her a slight edge over Pegula's baseline precision. But expect 3 sets of tactical brilliance and mutual respect. If upsets occur, Anisimova or Navarro could easily rewrite the narrative. Both are capable of shocking anyone on their best day. One thing certain, the trophy is heading west. The unforgettable possibility. Imagine it. 2 Americans walking out under Beijing's golden lights, national flags waving, the stadium electric with energy, the opening rally blistering, the crowd mesmerized. A final not defined by nationality, but by artistry, athleticism, and ambition. From Serena to Sloane, from Venus to Coco, the legacy lives on. And on October 6, 2025, that legacy might just find its newest chapter written under the red banners of Beijing. Closing thoughts. The new era is now. Whether it's Gauff's charisma, Pegula's composure, Anisimova's artistry, or Navarro's poise, American tennis has arrived at a beautiful intersection of past and future. The Beijing semifinals aren't just matches. They're moments in a movement, a testament to resilience, evolution, and unity. So, will we witness an All-American final? All signs point to yes. But even if the script changes, one truth remains. United States of America's women are not just back. They're leading the world. Closing line. Beijing 2025 could be remembered as the week the world saw a new flag of dominance rise on the women's tour. Stars, stripes, and greatness. Because when Coco, Jess, Amanda, and Emma take the stage, fire unforgettable moments await. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.